Hello everyone, today we're spending a little time in Large Cavern. Now there are a few reasons to come to Large Cavern. One is complete Arena's quest to kill a vampire at the end of the stage. Another reason might be if you want all 3 pieces of the Minerva gear set, they can be found here. Or if you just want to complete it and get some nice experience, you know, that's good too. And on this first level, now you can use whatever you're comfortable with to get through the first 2 rooms. The lower level, we're going to be using flying and Globus to kill all the enemies pretty much to the remaining of the stage. And I'm going to be trying to use this one setup I got going, so I don't want to do too many gear changes along the way. And my glyph sleeve is, the first one is 2 maces, the second one is 2 axes, and the third one is 2 Globus with Veladicus. And I am wearing a royal crown, a barbarian belt, and barbarian shoes. And I also have 2 wind rings equipped to help me with my axe damage pretty much. And I'm going to start with my maces equipped. We have a group of 10 men that we need to take out at the start of the stage. And of course you want to take them out before they take you out. You know how that is with these guys. I'm going to swap over to my axes. We have 2 cave trolls. We're going to kick them out, preferably before they become active. The next room is 2 Demon Lords. I'm going to have my axes still on, and I'm going to try to take the Demon Lords out. I'm going to try to keep them like in a flying state, because when they're busy flying around, they're not attacking you. So I'm going to activate them one at a time. I'm going to do a double jump to try to make him go up, even though he didn't go up for me. Oh, you want to do that? Okay. And so as I wait for my mana to come back, I'm going to try to do it again with the second one. And they don't always cooperate. Sometimes they like to come up in your face. But for the most part, you can keep them flying. You really don't want to try to get hit by anything in here, because everything in here hits you like incredibly hard, and you want to not do that. So make sure you have some potions with you, you know, for the times when you get hit. So we're going to swap over to our Globus sleeve, and the Globus, make sure you have Veladicus on that same sleeve. I'm going to take off these wind rings and put on some blow rings. If you don't have blow rings, just put on whatever best strength and attack stuff you have. Now Globus actually gets a benefit from blow rings because it's actually a strike ability. And also gets benefit from strength and attack. So what we want to put on our best, because we want to put as much damage in the Globus as we can, because it's going to be our main damaging ability through the rest of the stage. So the next room is a double hammer. We're just going to fly across the top of the stage and just let Globus do the job. Now don't let it get too close, because they'll do that flip thing, and that flip thing will definitely kick you out of the air. So just don't get hit with it. Now my mana is filled up because Globus is a mana hog. Just make sure you're full. The next room has a weapon master. We're gonna deal with it a little bit different than a double hammer. We're gonna come in, we're gonna unload our Globus into the room. It's gonna throw his weapon. We're gonna get behind it and throw out more Globuses, and then it's gonna turn around and throw his weapon. So we're gonna bait it by going up, and then we're gonna come down, and then we're gonna just finish him off. He's gonna throw some stuff. Maybe he died. Okay. Now you see how I had him like out of the screen? If he ever survives, just have him out of the screen, but enough where you can still heal Globus hitting it, and it should mitigate a lot of the damage that it's doing. I think it throws like daggers or something at you, and you should be able to counter it for the most part with the Globus if you time it right. Okay, so this next level, now we have 2 enemies in each room. So the first one's gonna be 2 double hammers, the second one's gonna be 2 weapon masters. Now if you're confident that you can fly around without getting hit, you know, I do recommend putting in a death ring, because it will make it a lot faster. But you got to be a lot careful. You got to be more careful. Like, you don't want to die, right? Like, so if you're confident with flying around, we're going to just do it. Just don't get hit, you know. I know it's hard. Just don't get hit, right? Just don't let these guys get close to you. Just keep going. And that. Just put yourself in constant motion. Wait for the mana. Deal with the weapon masters. It's 2 of them, but we're going to deal with them the same way. We're going to come in, we're going to unload our weapons. He's going to throw his weapon. Wait for the second one and throw his weapon. Oh crap, he did his weapon this way! Oh shit! Okay. Okay, it's out of the screen. Just gotta, there it is. Now see how he was out of the screen? That's what you want if it survives. Keep it out of the screen, but just far enough for Globus to still hit it. Now what was supposed to happen is they both were supposed to throw their weapons the same direction, and then you could just keep your plan. But I don't know, I think I moved over too fast, and he turned around and threw the weapon the opposite way. So if that happens, you know, just gotta bait it on that side. So this room, we have some 10 men. Now we don't want to go too far into this room because there's a demon lord in this room, and we don't want to activate the demon lord when these guys are alive. So we're gonna face the door, and that's we're gonna make our globuses ricochet down to the floor so it can hit these guys. So we're just gonna take care of them that way and let Globus handle it. Now you can kill the demon lord any way you want. You can kill him with Globus. Just gotta make sure that he flies just like you. But you also know that if you're you can dictate where this guy flies. So you can go up, he goes up. You go down, he goes down. So yeah, come on down. Okay, stay down, stay down, stay down. All right, there we go. Yeah, you have control over this guy flying. So even that was kind of messy. Usually I can fly like in a circle like this, but he was weird. Okay, so this is our last one of our last rooms. We have one hammer guy and one weapon guy. Now we're gonna keep our plan with the weapon guy. In the double hammer, he just comes after you. You have to just avoid it, but I wouldn't worry about the double hammer. Just avoid it. You need to really keep your eyes on the weapon master and keep your plan going. So we want to have a solid plan. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come in, unload, let him throw his weapon, get behind him, and, try to do it. He's going to turn around. He's going to throw his weapon, bait the weapon. Just keep him out of the screen. I think he's dead. I think he's dead. Yeah. So, yeah, if you can keep your plan going with the weapon master, you should be able to get to that room. Just like the double hammer wasn't even in there. All right, so this is our last room. This is where the boss is. So I'm gonna make just a couple changes. We are going to change out this blow ring and put a winter ring on, and we're gonna change a glyph, and we're gonna put our knife glyph on. Knife actually gets a benefit from the blow ring, from the wind ring, because it is a strike ability. I mean, it's a slash ability. So pretty much all the other weapons get a benefit from wind ring, except for the mace, who gets a benefit. Like even the bow gets a benefit from the blow ring. So we come in here. The boss is pretty easy. We're just gonna spam this daggers on them. I mean, it makes this pretty easy. We're gonna spam weapons on them. Now, if you need to spell, you're gonna have to stop spamming and take the spell, or you can kill him. You can always come back. You can kill him to get your quest done, and then come back. So when he comes out, we're just gonna spam these daggers on him. He's gonna back up. You're gonna lay down, spam the daggers again, spam the daggers again, spam the daggers again, and he's dead. And I got my quest done. So. And yeah, it's pretty easy. Like, it's the hard part is getting to this guy. You can reactivate this guy. Say you killed them and say, oh crap, I didn't get the spell or whatever. You can just hit him again and it will reactivate the fight, and you can do it all over again and get the experience, because you get like 2,500 experience every time you kill him. But if you're done in here, you just go out the exit. There's a guaranteed green chest, and normally it's a piece of Minerva gear. So you'll have to come in at least 2 more times if you want the whole set, and then you can just leave. So it takes us back, and this is the entrance, and this is where we started. So thanks so much for watching.